we honor America with the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner, written by Francis Scott Key. Please be seated. Welcome to the 5th annual Marine Science Magna High School Commencement Ceremony. For the past 4 years, we have all been talking about this day, and I'm grateful to the United States Coast Guard Academy for allowing us to hold this ceremony at such a great venue in air conditioning. I'd be remiss if I didn't thank Rear Admiral Rendon and the entire USCGA staff for making today possible. It is an honor to be on your campus every time I'm here. Let me begin by recognizing our special guest today. Learn Executive Director Dr. Eileen Halley, Learn Board of Directors member Christopher Jones, fellow Learn colleagues, MSMHS faculty and staff, our wonderful alumni who I see in the crowd, along with the entire MSMHS family and graduates, welcome. The behind-the-scenes people really make this possible. I want to recognize them for their efforts. Bonnie McAfee, Jay Alvarez, Anna Scott, and Eric Liptonoff. Without their efforts, tonight's ceremony would not have been possible. I thank you so much for all that you did to make this happen, so thank you to them. As we begin the program tonight, on the prestigious campus of the United States Coast Guard Academy, I want to take a moment to recognize 2 people. First, in the past 5 years, MSMHS has sent 5 students to the United States Coast Guard Academy. This year, graduating senior Olivia Gonzalez will continue tradition as a member of the class of 2022. Olivia, will you please stand and be recognized for all of us? Lastly, our first graduation was only 5 graduations ago. And that was our first valedictorian, who made the same commitment that Olivia is making and opened up the doors towards a fruitful and strong partnership with this academy. In recognition of our partnership and special relationship, MSMHS will have a plaque that will include all of the MSMHS alums who graduated from the United States Coast Guard Academy. The first name on this plaque will be recent Coast Guard Academy graduate and 2014 MSMHS graduate, Ensign, I almost messed that up, Cece Hosley. Cece, would you please stand? speaker tonight. As the Learn Executive Director and our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Halley has been instrumental in the success of MSMHS becoming a nationally recognized academic excellence in terms of all aspects. Her continued support of our students, parents, and teachers has been exemplary. Dr. Halley has been instrumental in the continuous improvement of student learning amongst all of the Learn programs and schools. On a personal note, words cannot describe my respect and admiration of Dr. Halley, who, as whenever I call her, and I call her often, serves as a mentor and a friend. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Dr. Eileen Halley.
Distinguished faculty, administration, family, friends, and distinguished guests. It is my honor and privilege to welcome you here today, and with you to extend our enthusiastic congratulations to the members of the class of 2018. Dear graduates, your time at Marine Science Magnet High School is drawing to a close. Many of you have told me that this has been like your extended family. It felt like family. So to reflect, I take you back to John Shedd, From Salt from My Attic, which was written in 1928. He shared it, and it has sometimes been attributed to U.S. Navy Rear Admiral Grace Hopper, as well as attributed to Albert Einstein. So I think I'm in good company. He writes, "A ship in the harbor is safe, but that is not what ships were built for. A ship in the harbor is safe, but that's not what ships are built for." I submit to you that a student at Marine Science Magnet High School is safe, but that's not what Marine Science Magnet High School was built for. Marine science was built on the pillars of innovation, collaboration, and service. It was named as a gold medal school by U.S. News and World Report and by the state as a school of distinction. It was built to ready you to attend college, to find your passion, to explore your identity, to learn how to think critically and engage in academically productive dialogue, to follow your bliss, to save our oceans, to sail ships, to engage in floral design, to research, to harvest fish, and to build a sustainable world. Marine science has readied you to head out into this world. A ship in the harbor is safe, but that's not what ships were built for. According to the National Center for Education Statistics, when you leave marine science, you're going to join the ranks of roughly 17 million students who are already enrolled in undergraduate programs. In 2017, the employment rates of those who stopped their formal education in high school was capped around 57%. But for those who attained a BA or higher, that employment rate rocketed to 86%. Across the country, only half, in fact less than half, of high school graduates are enrolled in four-year institutions. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to share with you tonight that at Marine Science Magnet High School, every single student that sits behind me today has been accepted to a 2- or 4-year college and has a plan for their life. Can we please congratulate them? But we know the secret, that you did not get to this moment alone. Your parents and families have done all that they can to ensure that you're ready. So before you leave this safe and powerful harbor, before you leave to do what you have been built for, let's take a moment to thank those who helped you get here. Together, graduates, I want you to thank our families. I personally want to thank you for trusting Marine Science Magnet High School, for supporting this Learn school, and thank you for taking the risk to send your child to us. And now young adults, so graduates, can you please join me in thanking your families for all they've done to make it possible for you to get here. Secondly, our principal, Sparrow, our faculty, staff, and administration are also proud of you. We know that the staff that sit here today in front of you have been essential to help you get to this point in your journey. Can I please ask the faculty and administration of marine science to please rise and be recognized. So to the members of class of 2018, it is time to leave the harbor and head out on your own. I am proud to join your principal, Dr. Sparrow, in presenting you to this assembly, and it is my honor to confirm that you have successfully achieved all of the standards and expectations required to achieve a magnet high school diploma. A ship in the harbor is safe, but that's not what ships were built for. Carry us with you on your journey. It is now time to set sail. Your challenge now is what you will do with what you've learned. And the poet Mary Oliver writes, what will you do with your one wild and precious life? I say, come back and tell us that answer. This entire assembly is counting on you to do your very best. Continue to make us all proud. Congratulations, class of 2018.
Our next speaker is one of the hardest working students at MSMHS. His hard work and commitment to his academics allowed him to finish with a 4.47 GPA, the second highest in the history of MSMHS. Sorry, the first is coming. This fall, Johann will be attending the University of Connecticut on a full presidential scholarship and will double major, of course he will, in marine science and maritime history. Please welcome to the stage someone who is going to dominate when he leaves these steps in college, and you're going to be unbelievable. The class of 2018 salutatorian, the Johann Heupel.
Distinguished guests, MSMHS faculty, staff, students, and family. We stand before you today upon a precipice, all of us about to begin the next endeavor that life has to offer. Now, this may seem like any other high school graduation, but let me tell you why it isn't. Marine Science Magnet High School has done more than any other I've seen to challenge its students. And high school can be very difficult. There are no easy A's, no nights without homework, and no classes filled with idleness. And yet we manage our work, difficult projects, hard tests, and hours of homework of the same caliber as ours would leave most students frustrated. And yet we boast the third highest SAT English scores in the state. We offer some of the most challenging courses available to high school students. And yet 75% of our school is on honor roll. That speaks to a deeper reason behind our success, the way in which we interact as a community. No other high school I know refers to itself as a family, and the term truly is appropriate for the bond that we share. My first memory of MSMHS was the first day I walked in, after being homeschooled my whole life, confused and overwhelmed by the number of students around me. But before I could get lost in the numbers, shy and alone, I was approached by 5 or 6 upperclassmen and 3 teachers who welcomed me. They learned my name, they asked me about my life, and most importantly of all, they listened. Before the end of my first day, I had already gathered a group of friends. I had had conversations with most of my new teachers, and I know who amongst the older grades or the staff I could go to when I needed help. I imagine that many of the people up here on stage with me had similar experiences. Kids who would have been lost at their home district schools. But here, they were given a chance to be a part of something bigger. For 4 years, we have worked, living the core values of our school, which has shaped us as individuals and driven us as students. For 4 years, we have been given an incredible opportunity to gain a rigorous education at the best high school in southeastern Connecticut, but also to be a part of a family. The kind of family that supports you no matter what, allows you to grow and change as a person in ways you never imagined, and the kind of family that stays with you. Though we may never be brought together the same way as we have been in high school, there are memories and friendships I have gained at MSMHS that I will carry with me for the rest of my life. Though we are all about to take our own paths in life, today we'll finish with bright smiles and tears of joy that we took this journey together. Our love and devotion as a family have driven us to reach this milestone, and those same characteristics will help us in our future. We will face the next chapter with wonder, with fear, but most importantly, with the values that have molded us. Through our highest moments and our lowest points, we have learned to be successful in the life ahead of us. And we all have a plethora of people to thank for that. Our family, the place we come from and go to when we are overwhelmed by the weight of responsibility. Our parents, the people who have been so dedicated and so patient as we learn to walk on our own 2 feet, one step at a time. Our friends, those who have supported us and helped us to belong and grow as we try new things and explore who we are. Our teachers, the tireless workers who strive to ensure that we left these halls with all the knowledge we would need to succeed. Our counselors, the people who listened to our troubles and helped us make up our own minds even when we didn't know what we wanted. Our mentors, those who guided us in new endeavors when we were certain we would not succeed. And our principal, who despite all the stress of his job and all the pressure put on him, has continued to make MSMHS a nurturing place to grow. This family has made us who we are, and it is for that reason that this graduation is not like any other high schools. This is a family celebration, as we say goodbye to the kids going off to college, knowing they will return someday, because this is a place they call home. Thank you.
Our next speaker is the valedictorian of the senior class, finishing her career, this is not a mistake, 4.51 GPA, the highest GPA of any graduate in MSMHS history. We can applaud for that right now. She's a member of the National Honor Society, Vice President of the Student Body, member of Student Council, and was the first ever National Merit Scholar Award winner in MSMHS and Learned History. Next fall, Maria will be studying chemistry on an academic scholarship at Yale University. Please welcome to the stage our valedictorian, Maria Grillo.
Good evening, MSMHS family and fellow classmates. Before I begin, I'd like to thank some very special people who are sitting in the audience right now for helping me get where I am today. Mom, Dad, and the rest of my family, thank you for seeing my innate curiosity and rather than tamping it down, encouraging my academic leanings. Thank you for teaching me to read early and for answering my questions rather than telling me to wait until I'm older. Thank you for explaining how the atomic bomb works and what an imaginary number is while I was still in elementary school. And thank you for letting me have my 12th birthday at a science museum. I love you guys. Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars, to change the world. It was Harriet Tubman who said that, one of the greatest dreamers of our country, who reached out ahead of her and changed her world. Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Tubman believed that every powerful act of history began with a single seed, a single person who saw an injustice and sought to fix it. Tubman did not think that you have to be an extraordinary person to enact extraordinary change. Every great dream begins with a dreamer. I believe that this room is full of dreamers, that sitting behind me are 55 individuals with big ideas in their heads and a long path ahead of them. Do not ever believe that your dream will not change the world around you, because every great dream begins with a dreamer. We all carry a bright dream within us, like a beacon of light. Your dream is what carries you, what inspires you. Find that dream and hold on to it, like a firefly on a summer's night. It will take you where you need to go. My advice to each and every person listening to me right now is to take hold of your dream. Find what you're passionate about. Try new things until you find some hobby or topic or activity that resonates with you, that illuminates a part of your soul that you thought would lie dusty and dark forever. Whether it's painting or gardening or making money or working in social justice or all of the above, grab onto your dream. Without it, you will go listlessly through life, coasting along, never really knowing what you want. A dream, a passion, will make anything worth it. The work that goes into your degree won't seem so hard if it's in a field that you love. Late nights at the office won't be so exhausting if you're fanning the flames of that fire inside you. Night after night, studying and working on essays never seemed that bad in high school because I was chasing my dream of standing on this very stage. When people tell you that your dream is silly, and they will tell you that, when they tell you that it's childish, that you won't make any money, that your startup will never get off the ground, that your art will never sell, that you'll never rise to the managerial ranks, when they tell you that your dream will never become something great, do not listen. Take your fingers into your dream and do not let go, because your passion, your fire, is what will take you to greatness. So to the class of 2018, listen to Harriet Tubman. Always remember you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars, to change the world. Because we are all dreamers. That's why we're here today, to change our world. Thank you.
Our next speaker has exemplified in the meeting effort creates ability. No matter if it's in the classroom or on the athletic field, Danny has put maximum effort into everything she does. This year, Danny became the first student to hold the president position for the entire student body and the class. She's the treasurer of the National Honor Society, leader of the Student Council and Executive Student Council, member of the School Improvement, founder of the Multicultural Club, and her leadership has provided inspiration to all who know her. Danny finished her MSMHS career with an exemplary 4.14 GPA. She has been honored by several Southeastern Connecticut organizations, including the Mystic Chamber of Commerce, Mystic Rotary Club, and the Groton Rotary Club for her leadership and academic success. This fall, Danielle will pursue her academic career in pre-veterinarian science on an academic scholarship at Baylor University. without a doubt, her face would appear on the Mount Rushmore of MSMHS. Please welcome to the stage the Student Council President and Senior Class President, Danielle McElwain.
MSMHS family and fellow classmates. How did it go by so fast? We arrived here 4 short years ago, and now it's already time to leave. We worked hard. We persevered. And some of us thought we'd be fifth-year seniors. And we're even given a program of studies. But it's safe to say we made it. Class of 2018, we're graduating. Man, what are they going to do without us next year? I bet Dr. Spera is going to have a lot less gray hair. The teachers are going to have a lot less missing work. And the other classes will no longer have our spirit to try to beat. As I was writing this speech, I did not even know where to begin. There is so much I could say about MSMHS and what it has done for me and my fellow classmates. I could talk about the academic success of all the students here, or our insane sense of school spirit, or the numerous awards our school has received. But I think what sums up MSMHS the best is the sense of family that we have. This school truly is a family. All the teachers go above and beyond to help students in any way they can. The students are always there to lend a hand for their fellow classmates, and most importantly, every single person at MSMHS cares about each other. Let me start with the teachers here at MSMHS. They are truly the best teachers around. They will do anything for the students. Maybe coming in early to help kids with math. I mean, I don't want to mention any names, but to staying late to catch kids up on missing work, to getting wrapped in toilet paper during pep rallies, to participating in pie eating contests, to doing anything they possibly can to make sure that we not only get the best education, but are ready to take on the real world. If you ask any student at MSMHS, I bet they would tell you that the teachers are one of their favorite parts about this school. The students here at MSMHS are like no other. We are a school made up of kids from all over southeastern Connecticut, yet we have a bond like no other. The students here have friendships that extend far beyond the walls of MSMHS. And as cheesy as it sounds, the distance cannot separate our family. I am truly grateful for the MSMHS family and the love that we have. The support from our family is endless and irreplaceable. Not only is MSMHS a family in the sense that we truly care about each other, but we actually act like a family as well. We have had several family-style lunches and dinners where Mr. L is yelling across the table to Dr. Spera to pass the dressing, to the spontaneous pizza parties that Dr. Spera had for us before we heard about our college decisions, to the numerous Dunkin' Donut breakfasts that our classes received. We are a family that cares about each other, and a family that definitely likes to eat. Although we are a school that takes our food very seriously, the MSMHS family is extremely competitive, especially when it comes to spirit events. This is the time we truly come together. We truly do go big or go home. We are the first and only class to have achieved back-to-back field day victories, plus multiple Spirit Week wins. We have lip sync battle champions, and we're the winners of the 2017 Fish Bowl. Our class definitely has the most spirit in the school. And our class definitely has the most spec talks in the school. The MSMHS family lives and breathes competition. Not only is the MSMHS family competitive in spirit, but in academics as well. This year, we have students going to the top universities across the nation, from Yale University to United States Coast Guard Academy, Williams College, and Baylor University. Go Bigs! Our class played a role in making MSMHS a gold medal school. The class of 2018 contributed to making MSMHS number 6 in the state of Connecticut. Yep, that's right, we're kind of a big deal here in southeastern Connecticut. And we can all now say that we are proud alumni of MSMHS. Alumni. Let that sink in for a second. Man, we're old now. It seems like just yesterday we were the awkward, cliquey freshmen that didn't talk to each other and were convinced that Bobby Kalaji's name was Robert Frost. But we learned quickly that Robert Frost was a poet. Oh, how we've learned, class of 2018. Or remember field day, sophomore year, when we finally came together and almost beat the seniors, but instead lost by 1 point. I have never seen people in our class so angry. I thought that Henry, Matt, and Nick were going to punch down a wall and start a riot. So angry. But you know what that showed? It showed how much we care about MSMHS in our class. I know for a lot of us, field day is one of our favorite memories at MSMHS because it is a time where our class truly comes together to take down the other classes. We are so lucky to be graduates of a school like MSMHS, where we have this much passion for one place. MSMHS is truly our second home and will always be a part of who we are. So, class of 2018, I leave you with this. Never lose your passion, your fight, your kindness, and always remember where you came from. And never forget this. The MSMHS family is always here. No matter how far you go or the obstacles that lie ahead, never forget what MSMHS has taught you. And remember, that effort truly creates ability. We are all living and breathing examples that this is true. Class of 2018, you did it. Today is the day where we start the next chapter of our lives. And today is the day when we say goodbye to MSMHS's students and say hello to our bright futures as MSMHS alumni. And hey, see you guys at the 10-year reunion. And go Sharks! Graduating class to give the school a gift as a final thank you. At this time, we would like to present Dr. Spera and the MSMHS family the class of 2018 class gift. With this year's brand new logo, colors, and now new mascot, Go Sharks again, we wanted to help remove all the things that contain the old logo and the terrible goldish yellow that none of us ever liked wearing. So on behalf of the senior class, we would like to replace the clocks in every classroom and office with the new ones that contain our new logo and the words, donated by the class of 2018. Written around the logo so you can't miss it. That's right, you'll never forget us. On behalf of the entire class, I would like to extend my sincerest thanks to the entire MSMHS staff and faculty. Thank you for all you have done, and we know that all you will continue to do. Thank you. At this time, I would like to call the class officers, Olivia Gonzalez, Serena Eldridge, and Luke Newfield to the front of the stage. Now, it is time for us to leave our last visible mark on the Marine Science Magnet High School. Today we continue the tradition that will be carried out by every senior class that follows. We would like to now present Dr. Spera and the MSMHS family, the class of 2018 class shield. This year's shield was designed and painted by MSMHS Junior Taylor McCurry, who did an outstanding job. Now let's give a round of applause for Taylor. The inspiration behind the tradition of the class shield came from this very place, the United States Coast Guard Academy. Each year at the Coast Guard Academy, the 4th class cadets create a shield that represents the class and allows the class to leave their permanent mark on the academy. At MSMHS, we created a similar tradition. This class shield is more than a painted piece of plywood. It is a symbol, a representation of what our class stands for. Each year, the senior class will create their own shield and will follow a few guidelines set forth by the class of 2014. The first graduating class at MSMHS. Each shield must contain the name of our school, MSMHS, an anchor, which is our school logo, the class's year of graduation, and must have the school's colors, navy, red, and white. Furthermore, the class will create a motto that represents their class spirit and character of the class as a whole. Lastly, the word grit must appear somewhere on the shield. Grit is the reason why our school was built. It is the reason we are so successful today. Everyone at MSMHS embodies the meaning of grit. Whether it be leaving friends at another school, or coming in or staying late to get extra help with teachers, grit is seen in our faculty and staff who dedicate countless hours to the lives, contributing something to the lives of students. Grit is what drives us to succeed and to never settle. To never make excuses for failures. These 6 required elements are essential in order to maintain a sense of consistency throughout the years. I would like to ask Dr. Spera to join us, he's already there, as we unveil the class of 2018 class shield.
I'm just going to talk a lot faster now. Our final speaker is the GOAT of school counseling. If you don't know what GOAT means, that's greatest of all time. For the past 6 years, he has been an essential contributor towards the wonderful culture and climate that exists at MSMHS. His hard work, expertise, and love of students allowed him to reach students in ways not even imaginable. In 2016, the Navigator, MSMHS yearbook, was dedicated to him. One of his recent successes was the mentoring of this year's Teacher of the Year, Anna Scott. However, as most of us know, the past 8 months has been an absolute fight for this man. If you want to talk about grit, this man showed it. Capital G-R-I-T. And today is not only a special day for us, but it's a milestone for him. Him and I spoke often over the past months and continue to discuss today's event as the ultimate goal. The goal of him walking across this stage without any assistance. And boy, he's done more than that. Please welcome to the podium the 2018 Commencement Speaker, our favorite counselor and a best friend of mine, Christopher Contos.
Couldn't make it tonight, so you're stuck with me. Thank you for laughing. And thank you for extending the honor of addressing the class of 2018 and for your kindness. This class is very special to me. I don't know, every once in a while, a class will cross your path. And they just grab you for some inexplicable reason, and it sticks. And that's the class has been like that for me. So I'm very grateful for this opportunity. I also promised my wife that I'd behave myself tonight, so this is not going to take very long. Your sons and daughters ask the most amazing questions when we're in session. And I would like to use a couple of those to kind of frame my comments this evening. One of them, believe it or not, happens around this time of year, and it has to do with graduation. It goes something like this. Contos, why are we making such a big deal out of this? Can't we have a party and you can mail my diploma home? And by the way, Contos, for 4 years you've been drilling into our heads, be individuals, be independent thinkers, and then you dress us all alike, throw us on the stage in front of everybody. In silly clothes. What's that all about? Only Doug does one at a time. We're not going to mail the diploma home, it's way too important. We need to do this because it is symbolic of several things. The first thing is official entry into adulthood. It's not just about graduation. It's about commencement. It's about starting your life. And so we need to make a big deal about it, and we need to brag about you because you deserve it. You've been working so hard these last 4 years, and I'd like to say these past 18 years. And this celebration is a culmination of all that effort. Effort really does create ability. Our motto is spot on. As for your silly clothes, those go back to the 12th and 13th century when universities were just starting to form, and a lot of the teachers were clerics, and they wore robes. And so academia followed suit. Very soon, however, the cap and gown became the symbol of the rite of passage into adulthood. And the symbolism is striking. When you walk down the aisle on your way to the stage, you still belong to us. But on the way out, you belong to the world. And it is my considered opinion that the world will be a better place for your being in. So congratulations to all of you in the class of 2018. Question I'm asked an awful lot is, you know, Contos, we talk about being happy, and I don't even know what that means. What is happiness? How do I get it? Is there a formula? Is there a procedure that I can follow to get there? And how will I know when I get there? And my response to that is always the same. Do you have an easier question? Because happiness is such an individual endeavor, it's very difficult to proceduralize its assimilation into your life. But there are behaviors that happy people exhibit that I'm happy to share tonight in the next few moments. First of all, be grateful for everything. Everything. A famous chemistry teacher once told me that at the end of the day, he had every expectation of going to a warm, dry, and safe place. where there were people waiting for him that loved him, and where he was going to have a meal fit for a king. And then he turned to me and he said, you know, Contos, most of the rest of the world can't say that. Bill O'Leary has it exactly right. Let gratitude be your attitude. Secondly, and this is an unexpected one for me, one of my friends who's an 18-wheeler driver, truck driver, drives to Hartford to Burlington a couple times a week. Told me, make sure you tell your students to forgive often and completely. And I didn't see that coming. And I asked him why. And he said, not because it's good and great, but because it will strip you of your anger and your resentment and your guilt. And it will allow you to take control of your life and live it to the fullest every single day. Lots of times when I'm in session with your sons and daughters, I will ask them, did you take out the trash? And they'll say, Contos, this is your office, you take out the trash. It's not what I meant. The trash is anything that you are holding up here that's keeping you from living your life fully every single day. People who aren't happy take out the trash every day. This is hard for Western civilization. This is hard for young Americans. This is very difficult, I know, for the class of 2018. But please, don't be afraid to ask for help. There are people waiting out here to help you, who will enjoy helping you, and they're just waiting for you to ask. Don't be bashful. Ask for help. I remember my first year at MSMHS, sitting down with Michael Regan and trying to figure out how to send back all of the SAT tests that we had just administered. First time I'd ever done it. It would not be my last. Eric Lippinoff, who was coming up from his classroom to the main office, cut through the conference room where we were seated, stopped for about 15 seconds, measured what was going on, and just sat down at the table and cut our processing time in half without ever being asked. Eric Lippinoff is a giver, not a taker. Someone out there wants to help you. Let them help you. Let them in your life. Doesn't mean you're a failure. It means that the victories will be magnified when they are shared, and the failures will be absorbed into more than just one person, and you will feel motivated to keep on with your extraordinary life. Eric, thank you. This one comes from our principal. I think it's in his DNA. He's been saying it as long as I've known him, which is close to 20 years. And it's a very simple concept. Relationships are everything. Let me say that again. Relationships are everything. It's the way things get done. It's the way friendships are formed. It's the way we get motivation to get on with our lives. And now it's a medical fact that those of us who continue cultivating relationships will live a longer, happier life. Relationships are everything. Thank you, Dr. Spirit. And finally, from me to you, class of 2018, take a vow before you leave this place tonight to live your lives in the here and the now. Not in the then and the there, not in the when and the where, right here, right now. Be in your life. Said another way, your appointment with life is in the here and the now. If you miss the here and the now, you will miss your appointment with life. And that would be most tragic. And when you do vow to live your life in the here and the now, you're going to be amazed at what you can do and how well you can do it. So, the time has come. It's time for you to go. You can't be here any longer. The road is waiting for you. The people who will take your place have already been named, and they will begin lining up at MSMHS. in late August. Before you leave, however, know this and know this well. We love you. We will miss you. Please come back and tell us about your life's adventures. Good luck to all of you. Thank you, one and all, for all your kindness.
Dr. Halley, Mr. Jones, distinguished guests, and all the members of our MSMHS family, it is always an honor and privilege to be speaking to you as the principal of the Marine Science High School. Aren't you happy you won't hear that at 5 a.m. anymore? Yeah, you clap. Graduates, you heard him talk about these spec talks. They're spare-up pep talks. I don't know if there's a lot of pep in them, but you know, that's the nice way of saying what these talks were. But we've had a lot of them over the last 4 years. So tonight, though, I want to begin with the parents. Okay? I want to begin by addressing all the parents well over a decade ago. Think about it. 16, 17 years ago, you were in my seat. You were changing diapers, waking up in the middle of the night, struggling to find foods that your toddler will actually eat, enjoying the joys of potty training, and all the experiences of the dreaded terrible twos. But for a minute, parents, think back to these moments, and even the great ones. Kids are 1 and 2 years old. They're sitting on your lap, learning, growing from all the things you provided them. And you probably had some of the same questions that my wife Debbie and I have. You know, what are they going to be interested in? Where would they go to college? For me, when is my son not going to think I'm the funniest guy in the world? Like, when is that transition? And for so many of you, you have worked so hard to provide your children with the love, the structure, and the lessons learned from all the great and some of those difficult experiences. And now here you are, sitting in Leamy Hall, watching your toddler behind me walk across this stage at their high school graduation. It must be surreal. I can't imagine. And for the past 4 years, I have seen your hard work, the patience that you must have, the discipline and the love in your action as your little ones navigated through our hallways at our school. And so let me tell you something, parents. I got to see your action at work. And you did good. You did real good. Congratulations to you. You have all heard me say before, every great high school has 3 components. An amazing staff, a committed and supporting group of parents and community leaders, and a student body that has tremendous school pride and a strong belief that effort creates ability. The success of MSMHS is directly related to these 3 things. So first, I give a humbling thanks to the entire MSMHS faculty and staff who's sitting to my left and right in the front rows today. These amazing teachers and staff members, who I am honored to have as my teammates, have spent countless hours for the past 4 years, helping all of our graduates prepare for the goals and dreams that lies within each one of them. And over the past 3 years, our faculty has grown. And they are the greatest faculty that I've ever been around. And the cool thing for them, and I don't know if they realize this yet, and they're going to find out in a couple of days in PD, but they are no longer a team. They have developed into a family. Please join me in applauding their efforts and how they have grown. To our parents and community supporters, and Dr. Halley mentioned it before, thank you for believing in a school. Just 7 years ago, we didn't even have permanent walls in our school. We didn't have a graduating class, nor we had zero data about how good we're going to be. I just said we're going to be good. You guys believe me? And your commitment and passion and pride and belief in our core values, and that effort does create ability, has allowed this small, tiny fish school in southeastern Connecticut to be ranked 6th with all of those other big schools that have been around for hundreds of years. And guess what? We're the only school east of the Connecticut River to be named a gold medalist by U.S. News and World Report. I cannot thank you enough, parents, for believing in us and providing your children with an innovative and successful educational experience. Your loving support of our students and teachers has allowed MSMHS to be known and recognized nationally, and for your efforts, we applaud all of you for that. Thank you. So no matter what I say today, words cannot describe the fondness that I have for this group of students who sit behind me. You've been part of our school since 2014, and your group is one of the most successful classes in terms of college readiness and school spirit. Today's a celebration for the group of 56 talented students who continue to make MSMHS one of the most successful schools. As mentioned by Danny, the accolades that this class has received are impressive. Again, ranked 6th best public high school in Connecticut and gold medalist by U.S. News World Report, and we were ranked top 2% amongst every public high school in the United States. We identified. The Washington Post named us the 5th most challenging public high school, and I'm sure all the students will agree. In 4 years, in the 4 years' time these students have walked our hallways, they have been a State Department of Education School of Distinction for overall performance 3 times. That is the highest honor you can receive from the state of Connecticut. And this year, there are only 2 high schools to get that honor and the gold medalist honor, and we are one of the 2. And how about this number? The highest ever. A combination of over $4 million in scholarship money has been awarded to the 56 students sitting behind me. That's simply incredible. And you have all proved effort creates ability, and now you're getting paid for it. Yeah, you should clap, Aaron. Again, I hope I'm in your seat for that one. So as magnet schools, we pride ourselves in breaking barriers that have existed for generations. And tonight, I would like to recognize one of those barriers. We have a bunch of first-generation college-bound students. And those students, we did not rehearse this, but I want you to stand. If you are a first-generation college-bound student, please stand and be recognized tonight. That's what it's all about. And this group of 56 seniors have accomplished feats that few other schools can say they accomplished in 4 years. You can sit down, you can stand up all the time you want. However, beyond these accolades, you've all left lasting memories the most pep talks ever. And when I first met them, and I now look back, and I was looking back at pictures and our first lip dubs and everything, and there's one consistent thing I saw. You know what's sad? My boss even said it to me tonight. Boy, man, you used to have really dark hair. And now you're really bright. I hope you don't mind that. Oh no, thanks. So thank all of you. I will remember you forever. And our lip dubs. You were star performers. You don't know no better that you can't stop the feeling. And that you were happy, all while knowing that you don't just like it. Say it with me. You love it. You didn't say it. You organized the first lip sync battle with controversy that only your class could create with this very academy. Nice job, CC. You held a real high school pep rally that included the toilet papering of myself, Mrs. Scott, and Miss A, while somehow convincing Mr. Lipinoff that he should be in the pie eating contest, which consisted of him eating an entire can of Big Y whipped cream. 1 gram of fat per serving. 68 servings. And lastly, I want to credit some of our school leaders who held top positions. Devin with National Honor Society, OG, was our first captain of both of our sports, crew and fencing. Serena, OG, and Kenya did a great job with our yearbook, and Maria and Johan brought home back-to-back debate championships. And to Danny and Izzy, your leadership was exemplary with this Executive Student Council, and your thoughtfulness and organization of the National Walkout Day was remarkable and historic. So to end, students, this is my final spec talk. As you head to college and begin taking classes in a multitude of different areas, I hope you end up choosing a field that you truly love, and you would love to work every single day in that field. Money should not be the primary factor when determining what you will do or what you will become. The price of happiness is unmeasurable. 22 years ago, I was embarking on the same exact journey as you, and I had the wrong mindset. I just want to be rich, as fast as I can. What major would get me really rich and retire and take off every day? That's what I wanted, and I didn't get it. And I didn't get it until my school dad, who was my baseball coach, really told me, hey, you gotta have a passion. It's so important that if you have a passion, it won't be a job. He told me that when you find it, you'll never work a day in your life. And he was right. As all of you can attest to, and you know, I do work a lot of hours. However, I never realized it because I truly love my job. I truly love coming to work every single day with the people who I truly care about and love, and the people I work with behind me, who I truly love and cherish. And boy, do I love the field of education. For me, working at MSMHS is my pure happiness. Well, my wife and kids, of course. Now, students, I'm not telling you all to become teachers. However, you should think about it, a lot of you. A lot of you. But think about the tremendous opportunity that exists after today. With maximum effort, you all know you have the academic and social skills to succeed in whatever you want to do. And you are headed to college to sharpen your skills and gain that experience that will propel you into the world as leaders and tremendous citizens. So graduates, in summary, follow your passion, your drive, and your goals. No matter what, happiness is success. A rich person is a person with happiness, not just money. And as obstacles come your path, don't forget, you all have that characteristic of grit to move those obstacles and continue onward. You're a special group. You're comprised of incredible people who have so much to offer our world. Graduates, remember, the MSMHS family front of you right now. They will always be there. Family never goes away. We're always there with open arms. Don't ever forget that. And don't ever forget to get your homework done. So now it's showtime. Each year, the graduating class selects 2 MSMHS faculty members to read their names at graduation. This year, the class of 2018 selected Dante Gonzalez and Jill Druskowitz. Dante Gonzalez is in his 5th year of teaching language arts at MSMHS. He is loved by all who know and work with him. Mr. Gonzalez is the advisor of the Video Game Club, Creative Writing Club, and advisor of the Homework Club. Of particular note, he's our first and only student, and teacher. Getting old, so. But he's our first teacher to have ever come to us who grew up in the city of Conn, which is an incredible thing. Jill Druskowitz has been teaching mathematics at MSMHS for the past 5 years, and last year received the 2017 MSMHS Teacher of the Year Award. Miss A, because people can't pronounce the Druskowitz, is a member of the Principal Advisory Council, project team leader for curriculum, member of the district professional development team, member of the PTO, and is the class advisor for the graduating class. Both these teachers' work ethic is admired by all who know them, students, parents, and faculty. Please welcome to the microphones, Dante Gonzalez and Jill Druskowitz. I'd like to call to the front of the stage beside me, Executive Director Dr. Eileen Hallen, and Learning Board of Directors Representative Christopher Jones. At this time, we will now present the class of 2018 with the Marine Science Magnet High School Diploma.
Danielle Ray McElwain.
Maria E.F. Grillo.
Johann Edwin Poibel.
Derek C. Babin.
Nina Mary Bentley.
Emily Francis Bonanno.
Corinne Amaray Bernard.
Jennifer Pearl Bustamante.
Esmeralda Cruz Guardado.
Christopher C. Curry.
Madeline J. Cutler.
John S. Damian IV.
Matthew A. Drost.
Serena Palmer Eldridge.
Henry Phoenix Fowler.
Alexis Caitlin Francis.
Daniela Marcella Geraldo.
Diana Marcella Geraldo.
Olivia Maya Gonzalez.
Jessica Erin Alpert.
Erin Kathleen Heath.
Michelle Marie Hernandez Gonzalez.
Dylan George Holder.
Isabel Kellogg Osley.
Kendra Cassandra Johns.
Maxfield Kane.
Robert Austin Pelagi.
Nicholas P. LaFleur.
Bryn Marie Lansing.
Cameron H. Lazard.
Daniel Luba.
Sarah Kathleen Maston.
Finian David Miller.
Nardone.
Jessica A. Nigel.
Mitchell Alton Nelson.
Luke Charles Newfield.
Kiera Marie Older.
Matthew J. Parizo.
Kendra Ann Perez.
Kaya Ruth Pina.
Josiah T. Paul.
Thomas Vinton Risk.
Brittany Rivera.
Hector Manuel Roland.
Wyatt J. Sibilia.
Lily Marie Simon.
Willow Amber Scalanunis.
Tavari Stephen Roosevelt Smith.
Ashlyn Elizabeth Stedman.
Liam Augustus Stevenson.
Alexis Day Tedisco.
Yvonne Esmeralda Vasquez Cepeda.
Devin Marie Waller.
Parker Williams.
Alexa Christine Bobiotis.
Graduates, please stand. As the principal of the Marine Science Magna High School, I certify that these seniors have met all of the requirements as set forth by the Learn Board of Directors and the state of Connecticut. By the power vested in me, I hereby declare the class of 2018 to be graduates of the Marine Science Magna High School. At this time, I'd like to call back up to the stage Class President Danielle McElwain for the turning of the tassels.
Graduates, you may turn your tassels.
MSMHS family, I now present to you the Marine Science Magna High School Class of 2018. Following the recessional march, please join us in the upstairs area for refreshments and last goodbyes and pictures. Thank you all again for your commitment and support of MSMHS, and congratulations again, class of 2018.